Good afternoon, Facebook. Michelle Kramer here, coming to you live, your Live Abundantly life and health coach. Today is part 2 in our Baby Steps to Better Health series that will probably even bleed into next week because I have lots of information to share with you. Yesterday we talked about water intake and your proper amount of water. That is not necessarily the 8 glasses of 8 ounces every day. Is actually your body weight divided by half, and that's the number of ounces you should be drinking every day at rest. And then of course adding 33 ounces to that if you're being active. What's up, Julie? Thanks for joining me. Please say hello when you're watching. I love seeing who all is paying attention and getting on here and supporting me in my ventures here. Hi, Renee. What's up? Okay, so today we're going to talk about sleep. Yay! So did you know that those 18 and over need 7 to 9 hours of sleep a day? Of course you did. This is not something that's new information to most anybody, but the reality is most of us don't get it. And even that 7 hours a day sometimes isn't enough. It's also all very individualized. So did you also know, and you can probably, anybody that is a mom can probably figure this out, that you have sleep debt. So if you are not getting enough sleep, you're actually building a sleep debt, like a deficit. And it's not just about catching up the next day. Like if you didn't get enough sleep all week long and then you sleep in on Saturday, you've actually not cashed in your sleep debt. You maybe made up one day, but you've got all this backlog. That's why us mothers have a tendency to be sleep deprived for years because of that motherly instinct that keeps us half asleep all night long. But also like with infants, you know, when you get up all the time and you don't get quite enough sleep and you interrupt REM sleep and all of those things, you start building sleep debt. And that's why it can actually take several months to fix that, just depending on how long you've gone and how much sleep debt you've acquired. So, right? I know, that's crazy. And when you have sleep debt, that actually affects how you sleep. So let's say that you have a toddler or an infant that starts sleeping through the night. So you're getting those 7-hour stretches finally. But you'll find that for maybe a couple of months, you're still not sleeping well, because your body is affected by all of that sleep debt from the past 8 months or so. Another example, of course, is somebody maybe who is really stressed out about work or something and isn't sleeping well because there's a big project for work. And then once that project is over, they're able to sleep more appropriately, and they're still getting, they're going to start getting that 7 to 9 hours, but then for weeks and weeks, they still have a hard time sleeping because that sleep debt has built up. So as you probably have heard, your sleep cycle is a 90-minute phase, and you hit REM sleep there at the end of that phase. And a neurologist, that's the fun part of Facebook Live, neurologist at the University of Minnesota says, when someone is sleep deprived, we see greater sleep intensity, meaning greater brain activity during sleep. Dreaming is definitely increased and likely more vivid. So I've actually told a couple of friends this, and this is something that I've kind of come to the realization of. When you are having these vivid, pronounced dreams, and you wake up and you can remember almost every detail of the dream and could probably write it all down, that's not a sign that you're sleeping well. It's actually a sign that you are sleep deprived, that your brain is not fully shutting off, so your subconscious is still highly active, and it is actually so active that is integrating your conscious mind. So then you wake up remembering that dream. A great sign that you're sleeping well is waking, remembering that you had a good dream, but can't remember the details. Or waking and not remembering dreaming at all. We all dream during our REM cycle, but if you wake up and don't remember the dream or can hardly remember the details, that is an indication that you're sleeping appropriately, that you're sleeping well, and that sleep debt is not getting into you, and that you're not completely sleep deprived. Sorry, I have notes. I like notes. So let's talk about naps. Those of us that are sleep deprived are trying usually to catch up with our sleep throughout the day, maybe taking naps or whatnot. Did you know that you should not be napping between that 45 and 90 minute mark? Your nap needs to be 45 minutes or less, or 90 minutes and more. And the reason is your slow wave sleep hits after you dream all the time. Yeah, dreaming is really, really great and they're fun. I actually talked to a friend about this the other day and he's like, I love my dreams. I don't want to get rid of my dreams. But it's just an indication that you're sleep deprived. Slow wave sleep hits after 45 minutes and can leave you feeling groggy and disoriented after napping. Have you ever done that? Have you ever napped for maybe 60 minutes, maybe in like an hour, and you wake up feeling worse than you did when you laid down? Like you're so groggy and just everything feels weird. That's because you were in your slow wave sleep cycle when you woke up. If you wake in the middle of it, it won't work. So that 45 minute to 90 minute window is what you need to avoid. Your nap needs to be 45 minutes or less, or 90 minutes or more, so that you're in the you've gone through a full sleep cycle, or you've missed that slow wave sleep. And that's how you can avoid that grogginess. If you need to wake up and really be active after, like you have a quick nap and you've got things to do after your nap, then do that 45 minutes or less. But if you've got some time to kind of get back in the groove of the day, you can do 90 minutes or more. So what are some ways that you can make sure that you're getting adequate sleep at night? Well, you need to, of course, try and get 7 to 9 hours. You need to establish a consistent wake and sleep schedule. Don't go to bed at different hours every night. You need to go to bed at the same time and you need to wake up at the same time. Of course, maybe on the weekend you mess with that just a little bit, but you need to have at least 5 or 6 days a week where you're consistent on your sleep cycle. Make sure, when we've got kids, we put them through this bedtime routine where we take a bath in lavender and we read a bedtime story and we do all of these things so that they can relax and get ready for bed. The truth is, we all need that. You need a regular, relaxing bedtime routine to help get your body in the groove. Things like if you've got a hot tub, excellent for helping you sleep better. Did you know that heated water therapy, when we go to sleep, our body temperature decreases so that our body can fully rest. And so the body temperature decreases. So if you spend 20 minutes in a hot tub before going to bed, you're warming your body, and then you get out of that hot tub and your body temperature decreases more rapidly, and it actually gets your body ready for sleep. So that would be a great way, or a hot bath. That'd be a great way to get your body ready for sleep routine. Find your optimal sleep conditions, okay? If your bed is uncomfortable and you're not sleeping well, it's stinking time to get a new mattress. If you need sound, okay, so everybody in my house needs sound to sleep to, like music or something. The boys both sleep to our local Christian station. I can't do words, whatever I'm listening to at night can't have words in it, but I can't sleep at all if it's silent. So my husband and I sleep with, there's this app, it's called White Noise. And we have a white noise app, and it's like a thunderstorm on the ocean or something, and that's what we sleep to. And we've actually done that in one way or another for 15 years. So find your optimal sleep conditions. Have a fan on, whatever it works that helps you to relax and sleep better. Make that happen. And then another way to help get yourself sleep is to have balanced blood sugar. I don't know if you've realized that. That's something that maybe we've not all heard, but if your blood sugar is out of whack, maybe you're diabetic or hypoglycemic, or you have issues with your blood sugar being balanced. If you have crashes in the afternoon, that is an indication that your blood sugar is not being balanced. That's going to affect your sleep cycle, and that's going to affect how well you sleep and how soundly you sleep. And then, of course, it's going to affect your energy throughout the day. So you want to find ways to get your blood sugar balanced as well. I, of course, take supplements to help me with that, because I do have hypoglycemia, and I'm happy to tell you more about those if you're interested. But that is another way to make sure you're getting good sleep. So let's recap. Napping less than 45 minutes or 90 minutes or more so that you don't hit that slow wave sleep cycle. Sleep debt, when you're sleep deprived over a long period of time, will affect your sleep. Even when you're getting adequate sleep, it's going to affect you for quite some time because you got to pay that debt off. In order to get good sleep, you need to have an established bedtime routine that helps you relax. You need to go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time every night. You need to make sure that you've got optimal sleeping conditions so you're comfortable and relaxed completely. And you need to get your blood sugar balanced to help your body fully go to rest. So if you have any questions, of course, I'm here to help you. I would love in the comments if you would tell me how many hours of sleep you get every night. I'm curious to see how many hours we typically are sleeping when we're supposed to be doing 7 to 9. Be honest. I usually do 7. I mean, that's the truth. I'm lucky if I get 8. Sometimes I do 6. Let's be honest. I'm not perfect at this. I know the information, doesn't mean I'm perfect. And then if you feel like this was of value, please go ahead and share it. I mean, everybody's sleep deprived, so this might be helpful to someone. And tomorrow, please join me for another baby step for getting better health is going to be forget the scale. All right, you guys have a great day.